What's going on, Sagittarius? Robin here with AriesFireTarot. Welcome to my channel as I still continue to play with the lighting to do this video for you guys. So I'm doing your May 2021 bonus tarot card reading. And for those of you that are new to my channel, first time watching, I do a bonus read at the end of every month. And I use a really different spread to look at your life instead of just, blase or whatever. So anyway, I feel like I'm butchering this intro, which is why I keep them really short. So I've got the Witch's Tarot deck in my hand, and I'm going to use this as part of your reading. But what I'm going to do to anchor the reading for you guys is pull a butterfly oracle. Okay, so message from future you. This could be anywhere in the future where your future you wants to be aware of a circumstance and how to manage it, or they could be giving you any message from any time, like even as early as tomorrow. So anyway, this is going to be for Sagittarius in Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and I'm just going to pull this card for you. Oh, okay, so we've got this card that says adult children. All right, so, I mean, what does this mean? Okay, so there's something very strongly coming in from your future you. They want to give you a message about adult children. I'm not sure what that is right now. We just had this card, so this is why I have the Witch's Tarot. And I'm going to shuffle and just see what's going on. Like, what does your future you want you to know about adult children? And are they your children or somebody else's? So we've got an 8 of Wands here. So there is something in your life related to adult children that is going to change very quickly. 8 of Wands. This is also an indication of Leo, Sagittarius, yourself, and Aries. I'm an Aries. Hold on, guys. So somebody could be coming to visit you depending on what your restrictions are like right now. I feel like I'm in a different, time altogether. Like, I'm watching The Handmaid's Tale right now, and it feels pretty familiar. It's a lot more extreme, but it feels pretty familiar about the pandemic and what's happening in that Handmaiden. Is it Handmaid or Handmaiden? But anyway, I was watching it and I was like, wow, okay, yeah, all right. So it's a little bit scary what's going on right now, but I'm not here to talk about that. So there is some travel involved here, or somebody coming to see you, or, a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius coming into your life. This is interesting. For some of you, it could be, that's a little mind-blowing, an adult child of your partner or your spouse that you didn't know existed. It could be a child that you didn't know about, okay? Or you wanted to forget coming back into your life, which is fascinating and a little bit earth-shattering, but this is going to be such a, wow, I changed that, it was awful. It's such an event that your future you wanted to brace you for it. So, I got a message from my guides, and I don't usually filter, but it said that somebody could actually, I hate messages like this. I don't usually get them, and I don't usually talk about them, and I refuse to read about some sort of death in private readings, but I did get that. I did see that. I don't want to scare you guys because this is a general reading, so it could only apply to one person that's watching, or one person in this Sagittarius collective. So it could be a little bit of a warning, like if somebody is planning to come visit you that is one of your adult children, you might just want to ask them to wait or delay it. That time of travel might not be right for them. So I've got the 10 of Swords here. So Wow, this is really dark, you guys, what I'm seeing here. Like, this could be very upsetting for a lot of you. Like, with multiple, of course, scenarios, because there's so many of you. Um, like, imagine an adult child coming back into your life that you didn't know existed, you know? That your partner didn't tell you about. Wow. Or somebody getting injured trying to come home to visit you. Really watch the travel plans here, you guys. Especially if something is already planned, you might want to change that to sort of avoid that karma that I'm seeing here. Ten of Swords is a very, very kind of worried energy. You know, you can see what's going on there. Like somebody's pinned down by 10 swords. It's very uncomfortable. I'm going to pull a couple more cards here, you guys. I'm going to clarify out this 8 of Wands. I want to see what's going on there. Yeah, there's a lot of darkness here, you guys. I pulled the Shadow Self, and in the Witch's Tarot, this is a particularly scary card. Okay, so there is a lot of darkness here. You can see under the 8 of Wands that something is going to change very rapidly. Somebody could be running from a situation that they're in right now and trying to make their way back to you. They're going to have to be really careful. Geez, the Shadow Self is quite imposing. You can see how scared these two kids are, and then there's somebody in the background. And then the 10 of Swords. Gotta really watch on like travel bans where people are traveling to, like where the safe zones are. Like, I don't think anybody in the world right now can travel for leisure or whatever, but you really have to look at what sort of activity is going on in countries, you know, like people being held at borders and stuff like that. This is kind of like a message of foreboding, okay? I'm really sorry that I have to deliver this, but this is what I'm getting. Be very, very careful. And for you too, if you're planning on going to visit somebody, make sure that you know what you're doing. And you might not want to travel alone, okay? And same for your adult child. Okay, so this is really interesting too. So I pulled the 10 of Wands. So there is really an effort for somebody to get back home. Okay, so you have this card here which shows travel happening very quickly, like in the near future. Something that has been a deep hidden secret here with the Shadow Self, you know. Really stressed out energy with the 10 of Swords. Maybe it's that separation. Maybe it's that somebody just found out about that child that they didn't know existed for most of their marriage or something like that. Or the adult child just found out that these are not my real parents, so they're really freaking out. There is an episode of somebody freaking out here, okay? And they want to get back to where they feel like they belong, okay? And it's been a really long journey for them to get there with the 10 of Wands. And they're almost there. But then you have the 10 of Swords. So this is like shrouded in an incredibly dark energy. Okay, so this is going to take a lot of really careful steps of planning, as well as using your intuition. Like if you get a bad feeling about a flight when you're booking it, don't book it. Don't shake it off as feeling like, oh, that's just nonsense. That's your higher self. Like whatever it is that you feel like an instant no when you go to do it, listen to it. listen to it, you know, and give that advice to if you have adult children coming back to visit you. This is not a time to wave away your gut instinct, because that is your higher self and your spirit guides, your angels, giving you messages. So I pulled the Queen of Swords over, and the message that I heard, you guys, that like I was giving you all that advice about listening to your guides and all of that. And then I pulled over the Queen of Swords, and she's very relaxed. And it said, the message that I got from my team in spirit was, live to fight another day. Okay, so don't push anything if it doesn't feel right. Just put it off until you get the signal from your team in spirit that everything's okay. Like, don't rush just because you're feeling freaked out or because somebody else is feeling freaked out. You know, the Queen of Swords, live to fight another day. Okay, this is a really important message for you guys. Okay, I'm gonna wrap it up there because this was heavy. So anyway, Sag, take care. Okay, bye.